Here is an old black and white photo that I'm going to repair today. As you can see, the main problem with the photo is there's a line across the front, really was creased and put in somebody's pocket many years ago. But the picture has faded through time. So let's take and make this photo look good again to fit inside a regular 4x6 frame. I'm opening up Adobe Photoshop Elements. I'm going to open up that file of that particular photo. And when I scanned the photo, I had it scanned as a TIFF file as a resolution of 600 pixels per inch. I'm going to level it up a little bit. I know back when this was taken, these photos always didn't work out this way to be perfect in size. Let's look at the original image here. As you can see, it's at 2.5, 2.5, 3.4 is the size. But I'm going to make it a 4x6. So I'm going to cancel this adjustment out right now. I'm going to cancel this, start all over again, and I'm going to take and go new, blank. I'm going to make a custom 4x6, 600 pixels per inch, transparency. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to take and place the photo on there. There we are. We have a photo there. I'm going to now take my cropping tool. I have it set at 4x6, 600 pixels per inch. I'm going to bring this down here. I can live with that. I'll be happy. Let's see where we are again. I'm going to take the size of the image, and we are 4x6, 600 pixels per inch. I like to work that way because I can do more detail work. I'm going to tell it to sharpen right now, automatic sharpen, and it has to be simplified, so I'm going to say yes. The next thing I'm going to do is take and come down here and do a smart fix. Even though it's not a color, I'm going to do a smart fix because that'll do some adjustments right there, making it darker in some areas. I will now take and convert it to a black and white photo, and I'll use the portraits and say, okay, I can be happy with that. Now, I'm not happy with the way it looks, so I'm going to take the levels tool and change the levels and bring it up. Bring the blacks down just a hair. Mainly it's wanted to brighten it back up some. I think that's good right there. Now I think this side, the right side, is darker than the left side. I believe there's been some fading in some areas over here, yet I realize there's fading right here on the right side. But I'm going to take my layers tool, and I have this set up already over here, a light gray in the foreground and a dark gray in the background. And I'm going to go layers, new fill layer, gradient. I'm going to come up here and go to overlay. I'm going to say OK. Now as you can see, it already makes a difference, light and darker top and bottom, but I want to go sideways. So I'm going to take this over to a 0 here. And you can see it. I think it's going to look better, darker on the left side, and I'm going to move it just a little bit this way, and I'm going to leave it that way. And I'm going to say OK. Now this is made it a layers file. I don't want to work in a layer, so I'm going to flatten this layer down again. This is the way I like to work. So I have no more layers now. I'm back to one layer with this photo. And we can see there's a lot that needs to be done here. The biggest item is our line right here. I'm going to work between the spot healing tool and the cloning stamp. And the spot healing tool can be used in many ways, but just for instance, if I take this It's a 21 right now. Just I can get rid of that bit right there. And we come down here and start removing pieces on the suit. These little white specks. We can really get in close here. Even with the arm, by clicking, we can get rid of some of these spots and areas. It's going to take a little work, a little while to do this. But our main concern is the line. So let's start with line. I'm going to go to the cloning stamp. I'm going to go full, 100%. I'm going to go with a soft. I'm going to take the basic brushes. Let's try if 24, 28, 28 might work well too. And just copy this area up here. And I will jump around. I won't keep on going, just going straight across, because I want it to blend in with the whole photo right here. Now quickly, if people look at this real quickly, they would not notice that line was there. Now, for instance, in this area here, I'm going to take and go straight down and then circle around here. You can see some repeating here. I don't want repeating. So I'll have to do some more touch-up. Here we are. Clean this area up. So right now, I'm using the cloning stamp at full 100%, and I'm doing the easy work right now of getting rid of this line. Now here we are. We're getting close to it. I got a little repeating there. I don't want repeating to show. Now we're getting close to a human being, and we need to change this so it doesn't look, so it looks natural, but I'm still using the soft not a hard edge. Here we are. So now we're back down to the actual swimsuit of this woman. I'm still going to leave it on the soft, but I'm going to go to 50% opacity right now and start right up here. As you can see, I'm just going from area to area, not repeating any one area because I want it to blend in and look natural. You can see it's actually folded over right there, and it has actually darkened as it was folded over. Well, the goal being to get rid of most of that line, we've done a pretty good, effective job. Now there is a whole lot of cleaning left to be done. For instance, all this on the shirt here will show up unless I clean this up. Same thing for the legs. The legs are, as you can tell, really need to be cleaned up. They've gotten very dirty in this area right here. But you can't do too much with a soft brush completely, because then it'll look like you smoothed it over and you will just lose your skin texture. The spot healing on the faces works very well. You don't want to do a blurring on the faces, the eyes, or the hands. You can blur a lot of other areas, but when you blur the face, the eyes, and hands, you begin to lose a lot of detail, and the picture just isn't worth looking at versus leaving it on. Don't blur it, and work on all the little details, cleaning up each little problem area. You might have to get down to like 5 pixels in some areas to clean this up real well. Oh, I meant to show you this part on the suit. I can use a cloning tool and repair this right here, but I cannot, excuse me, this is the spot healing tool, but I cannot use the spot healing tool easily very close to the skin here because it will blur over. So I have to go and take and use the cloning tool to fix this particular area. Well, I'm going to call it quits on this photo right now to give you an idea of what you can do to a photo. I'm going to save this now as a JPEG. But I want to redo the size first, so I'm going to cancel that out. And I'm going to open up that photo in the original one. There's the new one. And there's the old one. And the new one will fit in a 4x6 frame, can easily be printed at 300 pixels per inch. So there's a demo of repairing a major scratch across a photo. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you now. Bye.